Hello and welcome to Yoga with Maria. So today we're going to look at the warrior poses. So let's stand up. I'm going to mirror you in this sequence. So we're going to start with our right leg. We're going to look at warrior one. So with our warrior one pose, our right leg, or left, I'll do it on both so you can see. But we'll start with the right leg to start with. Nice 90-degree bend in the knee. So ideally you're looking at your foot being at 12 o'clock and your other foot kind of pigeoning round. This back foot should be pressed down into the mat. So it shouldn't be peeling up like this, which is something that tends to happen. So you're really pressing and lengthening with that leg. These hips are squaring off towards this bent leg at the front. Now, the thing with the bent leg, you can check this for yourself. You should always be able to see your big toe. So if you can't, that means your knee might be going a little bit skew-iffy. So just realign it. And again, just check that you've got a nice 90-degree bend. Now, some people like to take a really deep lunge, and that's totally fine. Some people find it easier to help with the rotation of the hips if the length is a little bit narrower. But it's kind of up to you, so you need to kind of have a little play around and experiment with which one works best for you. And actually you might start off quite narrow, but over a course of time you might sort of expand that length as it were. So with the arms, you've got choices. You can have them sort of open, or you can have palms together. Important thing is that you're keeping the shoulders away from the ears. And you can breathe into this, inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. And then let's just check that on the other side. So again, nice deep bend in the left leg. Just checking that it's a nice 90-degree angle. Look back at this other foot, checking again that it's not peeling up, that it's pressing into the mat. Turning, squaring these hips off to that bent leg. Can you see your big toe? Great. Squaring these hips. I find it helps sometimes put the hands on the hip so you can help kind of align them round. Engage in those glutes, drawing the tummy in towards the spine. Shoulders down. You can have the arms open or close together. And this is your warrior one. And this is a really good one to kind of practice, especially when you're starting to do some salutations. It's important that you know what your warrior one pose is. So in your sun salutation, you can go straight to it. Great. So that is warrior one. Let's look at warrior two. So again, with your warrior two, you'll find similar sort of thing with the width of your legs. You might find it easier to be nice and wide. You might want to bring them in a little bit, have a little play around. So again, let's start with the right foot, the right toes pointing at 12 o'clock. And then the left toes kind of coming in. Again, we want to keep that foot flat against the mat, not peeling up. This time our hips are squaring off to the length of your mat. Nice lengthening in those arms. And again, with warrior two, our knees coming into a nice 90-degree bend. So again, just take a little gaze down at your toe. Can you see it? If you can't, just bring that knee back just so you can say hello to that big toe. And your gaze, your drishti is coming to your middle finger or beyond. This is your warrior two. Again, you're thinking about drawing your shoulders away from the ears. Really nice. And then you're going to change to the side. So again, just practice on the other side, this warrior two pose. Again, checking that this knee is a nice 90-degree angle. The hips this time are open, squaring off the length of the mat. Arms nice and long. Checking this foot again. It's not peeling up, but it's pressing into the mat. Taking that gaze to the left fingertips. Your warrior two. Great. let's look at warrior three. So warrior three goes into a balance. Warrior three can be, you can go into warrior three from anywhere really. We'll go in from warrior two. So when you're in your warrior two position, we're just going to bring our arms forward, taking that weight on the right leg to start with. We're going to bring up that left leg and we're lengthening in the body. We're trying to straighten up this supporting leg. We're lengthening and reaching back with the floating leg, and we're reaching forward, but again creating space between the ear and the shoulder. A nice long line. Great. And then let's just try it on the other side. So that left leg, nice deep bend. Opening out into your warrior two. Let's bring these arms. We're going to reach towards this side. We're going to lengthen it with that floating leg. Try and straighten the supporting leg. It might not come straight away, so keep a nice bend in it to help support the back of the knee if you need to. Again, you're trying to find a nice lengthening in the body. Great. That is warrior three. We've also got reverse warrior. So with our reverse warrior, we can take this pose from a warrior two, and that's quite easy. So again, coming into your warrior two pose, all we're going to do is flip it. So the right arm's coming up, and with this leg, this hand, you've got choices. You can use it on your leg to support. Try not to put too much strain on your knee, so above or below the knee. Or you can wrap it around your back and taking the gaze up towards the forearm. And then let's just try that on the other side. So again, nice 90-degree angle with that knee, warrior two, nice and open. And we're just going to flip it and reverse it. So again, this supporting hand above or below the knee, or taking it round into a sun bind. And taking that gaze towards the forearm. And there we go. That is a warrior, looking a bit more in detail the warrior poses. We've got warrior one, warrior two, warrior three, and reverse warrior. Thank you very much. Namaste.